you 8%. How about that?
30% of the current salary increase.
How you feel? How do you
I understand.
feel?
The thing, if it ain't popping,
So can we see you?
who me?
I can't see Cecil. I can't hear Cecil.
Exactly. I don't know if is he on mute? No, he ain't muted.
Here we go.
The picture up there said me he on the call, but I don't know why it's not connected. Just picture me rolling.
Hello.
Hello. Everybody's internet is acting up.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is because even on my side, I think the internet is going all ablaze. Other places in the world is going all ablaze. You know, I think the internet
right
down, especially social.
Everybody on
People live and sharing various streams and things like that. So it would be much more painful than this within the next 5 to 10. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Doing good. I'm just saying, safe and secure, staying as folk you say when I was back in the gospel choir, saying
we'll start the show like we normally do. Okay.
All right, we ready?
So let me go ahead and start with the live on.
I apologize for the technical difficulties.
We are already sharing live on YouTube. So at some point I will flip over to YouTube and share. But I'll go ahead and get started with our intro. So good evening, guys. Good evening to WRUU-LP Savannah, Georgia, 107.5
FM.
FORG. We are Savannah Sounding. We are community radio with
Global Soul.
All right.
You tune in tonight, Friday night at 5 o'clock. Friday night at 8, right? It's time for Let's See Who My Friends Are. You guys know that I am your host here, Ray Carr, coming to you from an undisclosed location this evening, where I would rather be. Tonight we have my co-host, Mr.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is your one and only your ear candy, your social voice radio, GQ Smooth.
Wow, we just got on the soul train now.
Oh my goodness!
All right, now
we just took a ride on the soul train. Okay, that's what we're doing.
Also with us this evening is Miss
Ayana Daily, everybody. Same old, same old. I had a birthday, y'all.
Hang out station. Our official guest for the evening is Mr. Ceciel Lumpkins. Thank you so
much. Hey, how you guys doing?
Wonderful.
We don't fight. Even if we do,
we got shots. We had all our
things
shots.
to worry. And so sit back. You out there chilling and relaxing. How we hang out here, we just talk you a little bit better, and we do it in a fun way. The way we always start the show.
Exactly. Pause. I hate
that we ask you guys.
Ray. I know we record. I know we live, but listen, you how you on this thing? Because you breaking up a lot. We can't really hear what you're saying a lot of the time.
Yes, Ray, you are breaking up.
Yes,
she's in an undisclosed location.
Oh, that's what I was saying before about the because like, we all having this
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out is your background because your background is moving. You ain't got no still screen. If that's what's going on, I'm like, I don't know what she's saying. You're like, we're gonna do it how we know.
It's the same problem I got right now. And whoever watching us is probably like, get off the internet.
Exactly. I'm confused. I'm like, wait a minute.
At any given moment, 2 or 3 of y'all are froze on my screen. So
right. That's what I'm getting.
But I'm seeing now I see GQ smooth and Ayana, you guys are going ahead perfectly fine. But Ray, you keep every once in a while.
Ray, right. Like Ray is yours the only one of that. Like I'm saying the other 2 people quite nicely. You the only one that's going back and forth. I'm like, well, you the host now. We need you to be
I
straight.
feel like this is like an old kung fu movie
the host
because
thing,
I can hear your voice, but your lips ain't really moving with your voice, Ray.
And then your screen just moves. So I'm saying the way is still just a flowing, but I'm like, what the heck is she saying?
Oh, this is like a kung fu movie.
Exactly. I'm like, I see the waves going, but
and then we don't even get caption. We don't get no caption at all. It's just okay.
So y'all know how the show go, right? So I'll just sit back here because
I mean it's a little bit better now for some strange reason. I don't know what's going on.
Laughing at me, pausing, and then starting back laughing at me, and I don't think that's fair.
I mean, whatever it is that you just did, it's a little bit better now.
It's better. It's better.
I think we should just start over, do the intro all over again, and then that way we go right into
how
it.
We do.
Yeah, because at first I was like, we can't continue doing like this because I was like, I don't know what she's saying to me. When you was like, I like your, it's my turn to speak. Okay. That's what she was sounding like. I was confused. I was like, oh, me, the co-host. Okay.
I'm crying right now on the inside. This is funny.
We doing this because
y'all talking to me, and I'm still getting the same thing. I'm getting half words.
Are you really? I don't know what's wrong with your connection. Right. You might.
So this is what I'm gonna do. Y'all do the intro. Y'all start the show.
Now you breaking up again.
I'm gonna try it, but I can't leave. Can I? I can't leave. We'll figure this out. Do the intro. Start the.
Now you breaking up again. Listen. How about this? Because I don't know what's going on. Now you muted. Now we're gonna do everything. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. What's the intro?
I don't know the intro.
This is WRU. This is WRUULP, Savannah, Georgia, 107.5 FM. WRUU.org. We are Savannah Soundings Community Radio with Global Soul.
That's all I know. All I know is the Global Soul.
Global Soul. That's all we need. It's Friday night at 8 o'clock. It's Friday o'clock. We are sitting here in the studio. We are doing the quarantine edition, so we know with the quarantine we have some internet issues. So we just gonna have. I mean, our fabulous host is here, but some of her stuff is going haywire. But she's out there on the beach on the island somewhere, even though she may not be there. But hey,
why does this feel like an episode of Martin? This feels like an episode of Martin when Martin just stopped talking and let Gina take over.
I mean, you might well.
All we need, all we need is a caller to come in. So Cecil,
we might have to. But we are here today. We got our host today, the Fit Hypnotist is here, the one and only Ray Cards in the building. And I am your co-host, GQ Smooth, the ear candy, your sultry voice of radio. We also have the one without a hashtag, but she is also welcome, only because Ray let her be here. Who are you, ma'am? I'm just saying.
Wait a minute, Ayana Daly, I'm like the real friend. Who the heck is you?
She asked me to be the co-host though. So where you at?
I got fired, so that's all right. I just want to
I be working too. And we have our guest today.
Our actual guest.
Yes, Mr. I make sure I say this right because some people say Cecil, some people say Cecil. Mr. Now you want to say? I like you got twos on there. The second, Mr. Now is it Cecil or Cecil?
It's Cecil.
All right, thank you, Mr. Cecil Lumpkins the second. Thank you for being here, sir.
Thank you for the invite.
Yes, sir. Now we normally do have other people's topics. Now, this is not my cup of tea because every time I introduce other people's topics, it's not what the host wants, not what Miss Carr allows. So I'm, I
Wait
really
a
have
minute.
one.
What you skipped a step. You skipped a step because if you're gonna be Ray, you gonna have to do it in her order. Because
This is true. I'm just saying we normally have one. I just need to know
what did you do? What you do? And what you got planned for the weekend?
He's like, I ain't forgot it yet. You let me finish. I was asking, do we have one so I can do all that? Do we have other people's topics? No, so therefore we ain't gonna get into that. Now I just want to make sure when we get through rolling out, we don't have other people's topics. Now, Mr. Lumpkins the second. I'm gonna just call you Mr. Lumpkins the second. That works.
That'll work.
That works. I mean, I respect the guests. I would say even if you didn't, this is let's see who my friends are. So my friends know that we really don't have no opinion. I'm just gonna ask just to be nice.
Cecil works perfectly fine.
we do every week on the show. We do start off asking how was your week and how will your weekend be. So you just give us a brief overview of how your week was and what you got planned for this weekend. Good, bad, ugly, whatever you want to share. I start off so you get to feel how it is. I ain't gonna even bust out like that. So I want you to get the thought of it.
All right.
My week was great. It was phenomenal. I had to go into the workplace this week, though. I'm kind of like, ugh. It was kind of tricky, but I was just like, it was good to get out of the house for a little while. Had to put some gas in my car, though. I'm like, ugh. And gas went up again. Even though gas is still under $2, I still was mad at spending $1.70 for gas. I was like, ugh. But, now I'm just sitting my car there in the parking lot because I ain't got to go nowhere. I'm saving on gas. People like, why you so happy about gas right now? Because I ain't got to spend no money on it. I just drive, get gas, and come back home and sit there. So that's all I do. This weekend, I'm finna, once I get done with the show, I'm going to put grades in the grade book because they do the night by 11 o'clock. And they's like, that's mandatory. I don't like being mandated, so I'm going to get that done. That makes sense, And also, I'm just going to relax, pop a couple of bottles, put on a little movie, have a little party by myself, and be all right. It's 5 o'clock. Miss Ayana, we'll let you go. We'll do guy, lady. So we'll let you go, Miss Ayana. How was your week? How will your weekend be?
Well, I just turned 47 yesterday. Chilling, enjoying my time off.
You don't look a day past 54.
You know what? I'm not gonna say nothing because I'm on the
I'm
radio.
going back to mute.
But yes, thank you. Thank you kindly, sir. Okay, man, Mr. Man. No, but I had yesterday. My child, she wanted me to get out and get away, so she kind of basically kicked me out for a week. So I'm in a hotel in a nice suite, enjoying myself. And you know what? I had sleep, and it was like a delicacy. I didn't realize it's like a quality of food. If you get good sleep, when you wake up, it's amazing. It's not the same as, and I plan on getting some more of that this weekend. I do. Mr. Cecil, how about
Mr. Cecil, your turn.
Hello, everybody. Honestly, I had a phenomenal week, just the same. Smooth, Miss Ayana, Ray. I had a great week, very productive week this week. So I went ahead and actually did some different things, and everything was productive, everything was positive, everything was profitable this week. I didn't have to go back to the office. Just turned 50 April 12th, so I just hit the 50-year mark, So I'm not going crazy yet, though.
You qualify for AARP. You hit that AARP membership.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they sent me my letter.
Okay. And make sure you get your benefits, dog. Make sure you get your stuff.
But I had an awesome week. Got my two youngest sons with me. So we came up, figured we'd go ahead and get out for this weekend. So this weekend now what we're doing is we just went on the lake. We had a resort that we been at for, I've known these guys, the owners, for like 15 years. So where we're at right now is I'm actually in the trailer on the property, but they actually have log cabins. It's one of the original, it's one of the only places in Michigan that actually has the original log cabins.
Wow.
So we're there on the beach. So we went out fishing today and had a great day. I mean, I've been out here for over 15 years, coming to this resort, spending my weekends. And I used to spend actually about 6 months out of the year here. And Anyway, today was the first day. I don't know if it was just a blessing. It had to have been a blessing because today was the first day I actually caught bass about this big.
Oh, wow.
First time I ever caught fish that big. It was beautiful. Beautiful.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is this an official fishing story? Or
Yes.
is it the truth? Or is it the truth?
No,
Come on now. Come on.
Yeah. This is the truth.
Everybody's caught a fish this big before. Everybody.
Hey, hun.
Right.
Did you measure it out? Did you measure it out?
There they go.
There we go. Oh, he showed it to us.
Yes.
So that's what, because in the radio land, they can't see the fish on the radio. In the radio world, that's what about to get.
Yes.
How big is that? Did you
That's
measure it out?
Those are about 18 inches.
18 inches, because
So,
people in the radio world can't see what we
big
see on this
mouth
live, though.
And
Yeah,
he's
big
using
mouth bass. So
a real
this
measuring
is the first time in
tool.
15 years. Officially, this is the first time I've caught fish that big. Everything else has been about like this, you know.
All right, little.
I don't know about you guys as far as fish, but it's been beautiful. So we're gonna enjoy this weekend with the boys. Today, first day that we got here. So we got here first thing this morning. And the beautiful end of this week is I don't sleep well. So I don't sleep a lot. I get about maybe 4 hours. I've been doing it since I'm about 18 years old. So this week has been so productive. Today, I get to the resort. Now, normally when you go on vacation, get to a resort, you immediately go play.
Right.
I slept majority of the day. I got here at 10 o'clock. I didn't wake up till about 4:30.
I told you, that rest, isn't that rest delicious? Like, where did you get this from? They don't even have it in my neighborhood. I mean, this is so like, it's like a rare fruit or something that they've been hiding.
Yeah, it was wonderful. I woke up and go, wow, I feel so relaxed. I feel blessed, and it's just a beautiful week. So we're going to go ahead and actually portray this all the way through the weekend, all the way into Sunday, and go back home. So that's what's going on, or what's been going on so far.
If you need help with sleeping, more, our fit hypnotist Ray can help you out with that. But she can tell us about. She can tell us about her weekend. Let's see. Make sure she come on through. Come on, Ray. Let us know.
How y'all doing? Is this better by any chance? The fit hypnotist that's down here on the bottom, is that one a better? Okay.
Yes. Oh, you done changed that screens. I didn't know you had changed up on me. I didn't know you had partner. Look at you.
You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta be found out. Now I gotta be
good.
Stuffed out of my hiding place. I gotta I gotta be outed. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Scooby-Doo and them came through, you know?
I understand. I ain't know that mess came off. I ain't know what it really
They took the veil off of everything.
Exactly.
And was like, look, it's just her. Still, she's not at the beach. But
she's not. I know where you are.
You know what? This whole Tonight Show has been like indicative of what my week has been like. Every single day has been like, you know what? I have a plan. And then it's like, yeah, what plan? You thought you had a plan. This is what's going to happen. So this has been kind of my week. That's why, by now, I can laugh about it. Monday, Tuesday, it was like, but by now it's like, yeah, I see the writing on the wall. It's gonna happen how it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's been a week that's been different for me, because things are kind of turning around. Work is trying to come back and be as regular and normal as it was, and I'm like, really? I was chilling for about
you was enjoying it.
You was
enjoying it.
I was like chilling, wasn't nobody calling my phone. Even the robocalls had stopped. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I was like, what's going on? And then Monday happened, and it's like people calling trying to set up appointments. I'm like, yeah, I can help you, but I was chilling, right? So it's been a task to kind of jump back into that mode as quickly as things are trying to come back to regular or normal. So I'm in that same boat with everybody else when I say I'm just trying to adjust to the changes and things that's going on and trying to roll with them. This weekend is for me is going to be, I'm gonna take the weekend and just do some things for myself. I
Okay.
say even with the quarantine, it's like and being home. I've been home. I've had my daughters here the whole time. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm usually a person that will get up and go by myself, or spend time by myself, either in the car driving, things like that. And I haven't had that chance. So with things kind of opening back up and taking opportunity and do some things for myself and by myself, because I haven't had a moment to myself, which is sometimes very necessary. So I'm looking forward to that.
All right.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes.
But you look good though. Let me see your nails. Like you got your nails done. How you hit nails up to the
Wow.
camera? Even though people on the radio
Wow.
saying, how your nails up?
Right.
This is,
See,
you know I did.
Look at
Listen, I'm excited about us getting back in the station at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To do our
Right.
show in person. I truly, truly love the idea that we've been able to kind of expand our community so that we can meet people that are, further away, like Cecil tonight. But I also really, really miss that opportunity for us to be in the station, be in each other's presence and things like that. By now, I guess y'all good. You know what I'm saying? Be around each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess. I'm gonna give y'all about 2 more weeks. We'll figure it out.
Right. Back in the studio.
But absolutely, I'm looking forward
Right.
to that opportunity for us to do that. But tonight, we have Cecil. Cecil, this is not usually how this goes. Okay?
No, it's not. It's
but
not.
I love that
I'm
it's
usually the one that
gone this way.
disappears.
This is how it was supposed to go because you're our guest. Now, when I asked Cecil to come on here, I'm gonna embarrass you. Cecil was like, I'm kind of shook. I don't know if I want to come on the radio, right? So,
What?
I think you feel
Not with your bio.
now.
Not with your bio, sir.
That we just here hanging out and we just really, truly just, come here to have a good time and to really connect with you on the level that we can, so
Okay.
I appreciate you being cool and sticking around for the crazy, because if it didn't happen that way, it wouldn't be let's see who my friends are. This is just who we are. This is how we,
right.
you know what I'm saying? This is what it is. You know what I mean? And
I like it. I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Yeah, good.
I'm glad. We glad about it.
If you enjoy
next time you're responsible for the Doritos when you bring the snacks.
I know, right? Let's get into the talking about you, and let's get into talking about just who you are now. Where are you from, and where are you located right
now? I'm actually I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. Okay, so right there by 7 Mile and Greenfield. So it's actually 1 mile away from where Eminem grew up, to be exact.
Oh, cool.
So I saw that.
Y'all saw
So
I'm stretching.
I live in Mount Morris, Michigan. It's actually just on the outskirts of Flint, Michigan. Okay.
All right.
And right now I'm in Lake Michigan right now, Cricket Lake Resort.
Cool. Okay, awesome. One of the reasons why I wanted to have Cecil come on the show is that when I met him, with most of the people that I meet is through networking and things like that for work. So when I met Cecil, it was, Cecil knew about cryptocurrency, Cecil knew about Bitcoin and things like that. I'm like, what? Who knows about that stuff, And
the nerds are running the world. Yes, I love them.
There you go. Yep. They come.
Yes.
The
so
money
I'm
people.
like, who knows about that stuff? And then also cool enough to, to sit down and to talk with you on terms that, that you understand and to guide you through in a way that, you don't feel like a dummy. Listen, I feel like a crypto expert. I don't care. I done graduated. I have a plaque. I'm gonna print out my plaque and I'm gonna have it up because I did good. You know, I'm learning and definitely had an interest in cryptocurrency since kind of talking with him. So I definitely wanted him to come on here and just talk about himself. And talk about, you know, the things and wonderful things that he's doing using cryptocurrency, so that people understand that it's not something that you can't approach. You know, it's not someone, you listen, if I'm doing anything crypto, anything that has anything to do with anything like that, you know what I'm saying, it's because of the information that is coming to me is in a way that I can understand, and I'm not the most versed in things like that. So that is the reason.
You ain't let us know nothing. I ain't know you got what class you took. We're gonna let him talk about it. I don't even want to know. I forgot how you do.
Why do you always feel like you left out? You gotta you gotta look for yourself.
Your birthday was yesterday. I ain't even answer you. I don't answer because your birthday was yesterday.
You left out.
I don't feel like I'm left out
Either.
Well, you look like you ain't go to class.
She's telling us now. She's telling us now.
Ray did awesome. There's obviously there's a lot of other things we're gonna go ahead and actually teach you off the side. That's not what the show is about today. But there's a lot of other things that I'll go ahead and actually teach. And actually, you helped me by going ahead and telling me to simplify things as far as in the teaching. So I went ahead and refabricated a whole bunch of the ways that I'm actually teaching people as far as crypto and what's going on with crypto, how to benefit from it. It's not just for the people that actually have money, things of that nature. So you really helped out a lot. Right? I've been doing a lot of condensing and reiterating how I'm actually getting the messages out as far as the cryptocurrency and how I'm doing the teachings now. So really appreciate the conversations that we've actually had. So you're doing awesome though. Keep going, girl.
Thank you.
So you actually teach the course?
I taught her a little bit as far as crypto, just to go ahead and actually do the basics is what I've actually did. If I'm not correct, correct me if I'm wrong, Ray. But basically all I went through was just the basics of what crypto was and how you could benefit from it. Okay. That's really all it was in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And then I showed her where to go ahead and actually do her first investment to start making money in crypto.
Okay.
Yes. So, you know, as far as getting in touch with Ceciel, all of that information will be there. He's linked to, will be linked to this video, and you know, you can get with him about that off the show. But
yes, off the show, and it's all free. The information is free, you guys. You do not have to pay for it. The information is free. But yeah, after the show.
And that ends up making like a big difference, because it's like, I know for myself, you know, things that you see either on the internet just kind of seem so unapproachable. And then if you do click on it, you have people calling you saying, hey, for, you know, $6 billion, I can make you a millionaire, you know?
Right. If I had that, then I wouldn't need you, right?
Right.
So crazy. It is, I would say that Ceciel is a good resource because he does have that knowledge, and, you know, we'll sit down and talk with you in this conversational way about what it is and how it is that you can use it to benefit yourself or to benefit, you know, things that you have going on. Yeah, but Ceciel, where did you grow up primarily? Where did you spend most of your younger years?
Oh gosh, most of my younger years was right in Detroit, Michigan.
We getting in your business. I'm from Grand Rapids, so I hear you.
Oh, okay. That's where I started my 25 years. I've been in direct sales. That's where I started as far as in direct sales. My success was in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So I was right there off of 28th Street.
In the hood. Okay, I get it. Right there. That's
no. On the other side of Grand Rapids by Cascade.
Okay. No, not using the not hood. That's just the translation for those in the radio line.
Now, as far as Detroit, where I grew up, that was in the hood. Now, that was at 7 Mile in Greenfield. So I lived over there by Asbury Park and Curtis and Asbury Park. If you ask anybody in Detroit, that was the hood. Okay, it still
No,
is today.
that's the bad
That's where I
side of the
grew
hood.
up in Detroit.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's
bad
the bad
side of the
side,
hood.
west side. Yeah. Yeah, we had what they call 7 Mile BKs. Yeah, it was a gang that literally, it was bad. My mom literally got me out of Detroit at the age of 17. I had one at that point in time. I had a recording contract for winning me and four other guys. We used to go around and do New Edition. So we were pinned up against trees, signing autographs and everything else, performing at the schools for New Edition. And right when we got a contract, my mom took me out of Detroit and took me to Port Huron, Michigan, my last year of high school, because the average for the average Black man at that point in time, the average age for them to live, their living age was 23. So since I was 17 years old, my last high school, she took me out of Detroit.
Wow.
So yeah, it was bad, but you learn a lot from all of that. I mean, I didn't have to go and wind up like my friends, even though we were actually in the hood. I wanted more, and I just stated that I wanted more, and I kept studying for more. And I didn't run from the hood, because I still go back to Detroit all the time. I won't talk about that. But I go back to Detroit all the time and go next to chill right there, Chicago and Livernois. I'm always out there. But the thing is I wanted more.
Yeah. And why is it so difficult for black community to talk about money? You know what I mean? And I think that's probably why this cryptocurrency is so foreign to us, because it's attached to the term money. We are so afraid of, because we've been taught that the love of money is the root of all evil.
And I'm thinking honestly, Ayana, it's because a lot of times, as far as talking about money, it's because we put too much value into it. So instead of, you got to realize that a lot of individuals that are higher up, as far as multimillionaires, billionaires, things of that nature, they don't halter money like normally. As far as our culture, we usually, as far as money, it was hard to come by. So since it was so hard to come by, we were the ones that held on to it. As soon as we got some, we want to hold on to it and put it in a savings account and things of that nature. And that's not what the rich or the wealthy do. They don't do that. They don't try to halter or hold on to it. So when we talk about investments and things of that nature, our people, Black people, usually what they're going to go ahead and say is, well, I don't know. They're ready to go out and buy a pack of cigarettes or things, that, and the other, or pay this or pay that,
immediate
or buy a stereo for the car. But they're not willing to go ahead and sacrifice just a little bit to go ahead and actually go ahead. I teach people all the time, are you willing to go ahead and sacrifice maybe a can of pop? If you drink pop every single day, are you willing to sacrifice that pop on a daily basis for 1 week? So you can drink pop the way you want to for the rest of your life. Can you sacrifice for 1 week though? Okay. And that's why when we talk about money, with our people, that's usually what they're doing is they're still, as soon as they get the money, they want to hold on to it. We got the stimulus check out there and things of that nature. Then now they're acting like they won the lottery, but then they're going to come back and be like, oh, they don't make investments. What they do is they buy bills. Yes. They don't buy assets, they buy bills. And that's what most of our people, that's what they do, is they buy bills. They don't buy assets. That's the difference. So when we talk about money, they're like, I don't know.
Right. A wrong relationship.
Yeah.
Exactly. The relationship that a lot of us have with money is a relationship of struggle, a relationship of fighting to get it. And so when you fight to get it, you fight to keep it, and all of those things. So that ends up being the energy in which we earn. And also that same struggle type of energy is how it comes in to our lives.
Yes.
Struggle. And then too, it's like, I never really understood that it takes money to make money, until you kind of realize, like, you have to invest in quality things. You have to invest in being knowledgeable. You have to invest in all of those things in order to create financial wealth. And a lot of times, you know, we're like, we don't have the time to invest. And that is, you know, first and foremost, the thing that you have to invest your time and attention. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have people that are around you that are knowledgeable and, you know, are willing to give that knowledge away, you know. So
Yeah.
I think that that's a big deal. So what kind of like pushed you into, you know, like the crypto world though? Because that is kind of far out there for
Right, right.
you
Or can
know,
we get a
when
general? Can we get it? Or can we get a general view where you start out just going into money itself? Because crypto is kind of new, if I'm not mistaken. It's a new form of thing. So where's your journey start from with even just having a grasp on money and investing initially, and how it led into you getting into crypto?
You know what? That's a good question. Honestly, it started when I was 17 years old. Okay, at 17 years old, I seen my granddad, and he had worked at a factory for years. And then when I saw him when I turned 18, he had to go back into the work field. So he was trying to do all the hustling and things of that nature. And I'm going, dude, you busted your behind all those years. So at 17 years old, my mom came to me. I had a scholarship, basically for ITT Tech. It was a full paid scholarship. And my mom's going, why aren't you going to this scholarship to go ahead and do that? Because I was doing college courses since I was like 16 years old, first year in high school. And what happened was when she stated that, when she looked at me and she goes, you need to go ahead and you need to get your schooling, find a job, and then go to work and find you a good job. Okay. But you need to get your schooling first. I understood that. Yeah. But what I didn't like was the fact that my granddad had worked all those years. You know, he gave up all that time, and then he still didn't have anything. He still had to go back to work because what he told me was, and this came from my granddad, when he told me that they retired me, but when they retired him, they took 2/3 of his income.
Wow.
But they did not go ahead and take away 2/3 of the bills. So his bills, he still got all of his bills. They didn't take away 2/3 of his bills. They took away 2/3 of his income, put him on retirement. So he had to go back to work. So I said, I never wanted to go ahead and do that. I don't want to be in that position. So that's when I woke up at the age of 18. And then I started trying a few things here and there. I wanted more. I just realized I wanted more. I didn't want to have to worry about my bills. But when I hit 25, I ran into this company that talked about direct sales. And we were selling satellite dishes. This was 1995. That's when it first hit for me. When I talked to those individuals and they were telling me that I can make as much as I wanted in a week. Well, the first thing that clicked at that point in time was, okay, here's granddad over here. And granddad's saying they take away 2/3 of your income when you go ahead and retire. So I didn't want him to do that. Yeah. And they didn't take away 2/3 of his bills. So I'm like, wait a minute. You have residual bills. That means every single month, I have a certain amount of money that needs to go ahead and be there every single month. That's just to keep me cool. Okay. So that's what kicked it in for me at 25. When they told me I can make as much as I want in a week, I'm going, okay, I need to go ahead and actually make as much as I can so that I can invest in myself. I'm going to work for you. I'm going to make as much as I can working for you so I can invest in myself so I can make a residual income so I can take care of my residual bills. Does that make sense? That's where it actually kicked off for me.
Perfect sense.
Good.
If you have bills, that's really what did it.
And then the turnaround for investing in money, that was enough to balance out the bills that you have, right? So the income that you were receiving in that's the thing is that most people don't know what direction to go in, you know, and unfortunately the mind of the poor, the way out is through lottery, you know. So, and that's not necessarily the case. Yeah. It's still a gamble of investment by reducing the risk, but it's the wrong form of gamble. You know what I'm saying?
And I like the way you said that as far as risk, Yana, because honestly, it's what I do as far as in business investments. What I learned to do is calculated risk. Okay.
Mhm.
I learned from investors and multimillionaires and billionaires that I go ahead and actually work with that literally it's calculated risk that they do. They do the research and find out exactly what's going on. They get the information about the company.
Right.
They find out what the return on investment is, which I know I'm probably for some individuals listening to this, they're going, what's a return on investment? That means when you make an investment, you want to know what the return is going to be, what your profit margin is
Right.
going to be.
Right.
So it's a lot of research
I know what
that's
you
actually
get
done.
back.
So I don't, what'd you say, Ray?
No, I say the return is you want to know what you get back.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So it was literally as far as I take calculated risks. So I don't just jump in and say, oh, well, here's $100. Let's see if it works. Let me go ahead and do the research, find out what's going on. And then I'll go ahead and take a calculated risk. So I know exactly what I may go ahead and lose and what I may go ahead and profit on. But the only thing is that what's sad about our people is just because of the fact that I'm a normal individual, average individual. I mean, I may have my bank accounts may not go ahead and be average, but I'm just saying that as far as I'm an average individual. Okay.
Right.
I came from the streets. I grew up in the streets, right? Okay. I studied. This was not stuff you can go ahead and learn in school. This is not taught in school. Okay. They don't teach you this in school. Okay.
Right.
They'll teach you business management, but they teach you enough to go ahead and actually work for somebody else. They don't teach you how to actually work for yourself and invest in yourself. Right. So when a lot of individuals that I talk to, especially our people, when I talk to our people, most of them will not listen and pay attention because, oh, yeah. But here's the thing. They'll go to listen to someone else. And you guys know what I'm talking about. But they'll go and listen to someone else, but they won't listen to the person that's actually there that's been and went through it. You follow me?
And right, they came out of it. Right. And that's the thing. I really don't want to take advice from individuals who can tell me based upon someone else's experience. I want to know an opportunity of, did it work for you? Are you willing to, do you believe the things that you're teaching me, or this is just something that you learned from someone else? And I think that's the level of how we need to start teaching ourselves anyway, through experience.
But we need to listen to each other. At the time, we do need to go and listen to each other. You have to figure a lot of the stuff I didn't know. I studied, I learned, I got educated, and then I wound up getting to the point to where multimillionaires and billionaires start talking to me because I was talking their language. Okay, so then they start giving me all of the secrets and all of the
when you talk money.
Then when I try to give it to my people, go ahead, GQ.
Not saying when you talk money, that's when money folks talk to you when you talk it correctly.
Right.
Exactly. So I did all of the education. I watched them. I watched how they talk. I watched how they did business. I watched how they walked in the office. And then I took it over and I actually opened up my own offices. Okay.
Right.
But when I try to tell our people that, they see me and they go, oh yes, he's cool, he's relaxed, he's down to earth, this, that, and the other. And they don't take the information the same way that they would take it from a professor in a college.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
You don't have the right uniform.
And that story can go on. We definitely can talk about that for days upon end, but you know, I mean, it's a generational thing that's been there. I mean, because my thing is about, you said me, let's go invest in. I have a coworker that talk about, like, come on, put this in investment. I grew up, my brother daddy so often said, save your money, which is all great and good, because something happens, you need that quick money, you go pull out. But when I say, okay, I'm finna go buy this real estate over here, no, don't do that. That's not for you. What do you mean that's not for me? What you mean that's not for me? I'm not finna, like you said, I don't want to go work for somebody for the rest of my life.
Right.
When I don't have to, especially when I know I'm very much more intellectual than they are in the field that we're in, even though you may have a higher degree. Like, you just went to school longer, but I mean, have intellect. That just means you have education.
Right.
Yes.
So I mean, I go in and tell students, like I said, they're not going to teach it in public schools because the rich are not going to teach you to be richer than them.
No.
Right.
They're going to teach you how to get your riches. Let me not preach. But anyway, so you did, and I'm going to go back to Detroit. I know we're going back and forth with subjects. I just knew you from Detroit when I read your bio. So I knew, I'm glad you brought it up about music. I'm a music type person and all that. I was like, now you cannot not grow up in Detroit and not do something with music. You have Aretha Franklin, Motown.
Come on now.
All those money.
If you can't dance,
I knew.
Just
you
because you
can't
said that,
dance.
GQ, do you know that Barry Gordy's original Motown USA was actually only about 3 blocks away from my house.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
I need you to bust out in the do. I need you to bust out in the doo wop right now. Doo wop. And do the stylistics.
Exactly.
Right, we do take performances.
Right.
Don't you play around. You
All right. You right down the street from the thing. Come on now.
Yeah.
You got it's in the air. You can taste it. You can taste the music in the air.
Yeah, that was when I was living on Livernois and Oakman in Detroit. Yeah.
Wow.
Because I knew I went to.
It was about 3 blocks away. Yeah.
Interesting, because I knew it had moved. People saying like, this is Motown. This is where it started out. And I was like, no, Motown started out a few blocks over somewhere. He ended up buying a building, a house downtown, well, not downtown, but where it is now. I'm like, interesting. Well, it's in California now, but the place known as Hitsville, USA. I was like, yes.
Hitsville is still there today.
Oh yeah, I went on the tour. I went on the tour there, and I was mad as hell. No, you can't take pictures on the inside. I'm like, huh.
Right.
Oh, okay, that's what you think.
See, that's ghetto. That's right there.
What's ghetto?
So
how's that ghetto?
Yeah, let me see him though. Let me see him. I didn't get to go.
First of all, I didn't say I took pictures. I said if you don't tell me that we can't take pictures. All this stuff is being recorded and on live. I ain't saying I got pictures. Because I can get persecuted and prosecuted.
No, it's a statute of limitations. Statute of limitations.
It ain't been 7+ years yet. So I ain't saying I got pictures, but if I do, we on live. We record.
It ain't gonna fall off in 7 years. What are you talking about? 7 years.
She said statutes of limitations. I like statutes of limitations, 7 to 10 years with certain stuff.
Oh, okay.
Stupid. But being musically, how did that influence you?
I'll tell you one thing. After being on this show, I will be watching this show every week.
Okay.
Listen,
well, I might not be here every week because I have such a busy schedule. I might not be here every week. But the time that you see me on here,
you better show up or you get fired. Ray don't care. She'll fire you. She fired me.
I mean, the way my salary looking, I can say, hey, the way my salary look, it's okay.
I can even look. My salary is I get paid well too. I get paid real lots of zeros. Lots of zeros in my account.
Hey, double the pay for you, Ayana. Double the pay for you.
Thank you, Bro.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Ray, there was a reason why I was introduced to you and met you on network on that webinar. I'm telling you, because this is beautiful. I love it.
I appreciate that stuff. So that's why I was telling you, don't be nervous. This is what we do here. You know what I mean? Definitely the goal we say is to have a new friend. I always say that, once you've been on this show, you see, I promote the show Wednesday, Thursday, Friday-ish, and I say, for the people that have already been on the show to feel free to come back and to hang out with us. If you've already been on the show, you know what it's about. So feel free to pop in and join in when we have another guest on. That's why these two here, Ayana won't go nowhere.
No. I told you I've been fired.
Snoop keep on talking about he ain't gonna be here, but he know he want to see.
That's how he started. He kept showing up.
They're because I got it. They're because I made sure I stick to my obligations. If my black woman asked me to be somewhere, whoa, pause. See, when you do what I do, you can come up off the couch. When you treat men out there in the world, you can start out on the couch. But when you treat your black woman right, she elevates you. She brings you on up. Don't do it. I was right there on the couch, but then she said, "Hey."
Yes.
I said, "Oh, I'll be there. Just call my name."
You better say it.
Just call my name.
That's what's up. You got graduated.
That's right.
Graduated. But
you got to treat that woman right. You got to put that woman first.
Tonight? What is going on?
No, it's
Isn't it
It's
beautiful,
Gemini
though?
season.
It's Gemini
Oh, that's the
season.
crazy in the air.
It's
Yeah, it's Gemini
Gemini
season.
season. Y'all know, I'm just letting y'all feel the flow. The insanity, if
Oh,
that's it, that is me.
But yet you have on a whole Disney shirt.
That's right, because it said, what did it say? Free to dream, sir. That's
That's what you
I
be doing. That's what you do half the time.
got a fantasy world. Look, Leo, don't start with me.
I'm
Your
just saying that's what
season
you do
is
half the
coming
time.
too. Your season is
Am I-
coming too.
When I
You
when I
know
get
what?
up, when
I
I
don't know if
when,
I still have the
What
power.
cancer?
I have the power to mute.
We can't say. Okay, I'm
I'm
gonna go
just
ahead and
saying,
mute myself.
yeah, I'm just saying I'm trying to get on this crypto. I'm trying to get on
Well,
this.
I'm gonna mute myself. How about that?
I'm trying to get on this cryptocurrency. But anyway, so when you was out there though doing music and stuff, and you know, which is crazy, I enjoy it. And a lot of people don't. Again, that's one of those things where you talk about coming up out of the hood, people want to do the lottery, but music, entertainment, all those other things are the reason people like, oh, we can get up out of the hood and this, that, and so I was like, first of all,
Everybody doing
you
that.
get up out if you get up out of the hood, but you ain't going back buying the hood or doing nothing with it, ain't no point of really getting out.
There you go. There you go.
So,
You just said it.
and not putting you out there, but what do you do in the community? Because a lot of times we have people that do something and forgot to ask this question because Ray normally asked this at the beginning. So if someone in the community were to ask about you, what would they say?
If they was asking about me, I'm a philanthropist. I didn't know I was until literally with a couple of millionaires, I found out something that we've actually started about maybe 7 months ago. As far as in philanthropy. And then I looked up the word when they said that they were doing philanthropy work. I didn't know that I was literally doing that for the last 25 years in direct sales. So what I do is I teach for free. Okay. Everything that you go ahead and find online, anything of that nature, business, they really go ahead. They want you to pay them to go ahead and actually help make them money.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what I did was I built sales teams nationwide for the last 25 years. We were the guys that actually launched DirecTV. We launched AT&T Uverse. I'm that guy that was out there selling the little satellite dishes before anybody even knew what a satellite dish was. Okay. We were the ones that were out there doing it. So what we did was I train individuals. I hire average individuals that they may not have a GED or a high school diploma. Doesn't make a difference. I teach them how to come in, do business sales, okay, as far as direct sales, and then I teach them how to run it as far as be good at direct sales so that they can actually manage a sales team and then manage an office. So I teach, and then after they manage an office, when they get to that point, they're making enough money to reinvest back in themselves. So that's what I've been doing for the last 25 years, is showing them how to go through those stages little bit by little bit. So giving them business management, business knowledge, direct sales, so giving them a trade, and then showing them how to run their own business for free. That's what I've been doing as far as giving back to the community.
Wow.
And that's what I still do today. Okay. So all the information I even give online, I don't charge for it. I want people to come and go ahead and learn that they don't have to settle for what life has given them. They don't have to go ahead and actually say that I'm living at and it's the man holding me down and all this other. No, it's not.
No opportunities.
You change your life. I will show you opportunities, yes, to be able to go ahead and change your life the way you want to go ahead and change it instead of settling for what life has dealt you. So that's how I give back to the community.
Now, interesting. I'm gonna say this now, Ray, and I read all these questions that were asked and answered. You said nothing was off limits. And I'm just gonna have to ask one brother to another. That's how I really got. You ain't got to answer the exact number. And you know, me being a educator, I have to listen to things to make sure I pinpoint out. You said millionaires. You said we, so that included you and I. I know you want to talk to them.
I was listening to that. Go ahead.
You said you and I talked.
I had heard that.
And I'm trying to get up to that level too.
I'm not there with you, but we there together. We in the same video room, so we like the millionaires' friends too.
Right. So I'm trying to figure out though, like, are you knocking at that million? Are you in the million? Are you
saying you've been chilling in
the million?
You've been chilling in it.
You up in the resorts for 6 months. I'm like, wait a minute. He said the millionaire. And I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to get on that level.
Friends.
I'm trying to get on that level.
Friends.
He said millionaires, we. I was like,
nothing off limits.
Then you said the question was, he said nothing is off limits. I was like, you ain't gotta give me the exact number. You know, I'm not being rude by knowing your salary and the exact number.
Bruh, I'm sitting on the couch. I'm the friend on the couch. I'm just saying, where was it? Who was that friend with OJ that was slow chasing? that he was driving the slow.
Mute.
That's me.
Exactly. But you know, and how did
No. Okay.
and the crazy
So to answer your
and
question, GQ,
Mhm.
I'll answer your question. It's not a problem. Put it this way. At the age of 27, I was 2 years into direct sales. Okay.
Okay.
I made over $800,000 that year. Okay. At the age of 27 is when I first retired. Okay. Since then, I went ahead and did investments. I invested in myself, other businesses, opened up my own offices, things of that nature. As far as cryptocurrency, when I started getting into that, I made in 2017, made a little over $220,000 off of a $5,000 investment. And as of today, I have, here he goes.
Grabbing her chest and sitting there holding her chest and stuff like
I said, clutch his pearls. And we friends, and you are so down to earth. That is so, the crazy part is, people need to know that you don't have to change your attitude.
But as of today, in America, as far as in American dollars, just cryptocurrency, period, I have over $100 million in crypto.
I almost broke the FCC rules. I almost put something on the list that wasn't supposed to be on the list. I almost said it all out. I almost went there. But you, like I said, here's the misconception is that when you feel like when you have a lot of money that you have to become somebody else. You can do it being yourself and being tangible. And that is the crazy part. We don't see those rich people. We only see the entertainers, the flashy, but who's writing the record deal checks? What about those people?
Exactly. Yep.
You know,
you got a good point. And the thing is that I mean, I'll be honest. Every single person, and I know one, maybe I can't say her name on the radio, but
don't say her name.
But I know a lady that. Would you say GQ?
Don't say her name. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm not gonna. Right. I'm not gonna do a name, but if she hears the show, she'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But she's been my mentor in cryptocurrency. Okay, especially for the last 4 years. Okay, and I can tell you, as far as down to earth, she was paying over $50,000 a month just for her little palace. Okay, that she had, and just down to earth. I mean, she's just like me, you. I mean,
wow.
You go ahead and look at a lot of these multimillionaires and billionaires, and I'm telling you, you go ahead and see them. They're not wearing Versace and stuff until they have to be on TV. They're not wearing that stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
about. You don't do that. I don't do that. I can tell you right now, dude, I have my suits, okay? Don't get me wrong. I have a suit for every single day of the doggone month, okay? But I'm not in a suit all the time. You go ahead and catch me, like right now, you catch me here. I got a shirt. Look, I put this shirt on for you guys, okay? I had a tank top on.
We know Zoom etiquette, so we will assume,
right?
We will make sure that we think in our minds that you have on pants. We know what's going on these Zoom meetings. We will hold.
I have shorts. No. I got some old. Look, the jeans. I can tell you right now, the jean shorts I have on right now, because they're still durable, they still wear. These jean shorts are over 20 years old. No joke.
Yeah, don't stand up. They might fall apart. Don't.
They might fall apart. Okay. Those are shorts that you were supposed to throw away a long time ago.
They still durable.
All money is for is to go ahead and have your freedom to do what you want, when you want, how you want, where you want, wherever you want. Okay, that's it.
Exactly.
Money is not there to go ahead and change it. You don't go ahead and worship money. Okay, you just love what money is actually lets you do. That's it.
Yes.
That's all it's for.
So I'm gonna ask you this though, and being the person, and you just turned. So I'm gonna say 45 years younger than you. That will put me at 5, but still, I'm just saying I'm young. Yeah, I'm just saying I'm young. And I have a concept. And I was saying earlier that church folks say the love of money is the root of all evil. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love money. Hands down, guaranteed, point blank, period. Depends on what it is that you ask me to do. If it's about money, I'm gonna do it. So that's all right. Hey, whoever that is in the background, you got guests coming in. Background guests. You got other people back. Hello, guests in the background. Anyway, the love money. Now, would you ever find
this? Would you ever find yourself?
Oh, okay. He a millionaire too.
Yes, she
Get,
is.
get out their business. We was
I'm
not. He invited to our house. We
I
didn't
ain't
get
mad at
invited to his.
Actually, she is.
Etiquette.
Yeah. Her
Ain't mad.
resort that she owns here, the resort is worth millions. But
I'm
yeah,
just
That
saying.
she's a millionaire.
even and
Ray,
I'm
can I go?
100
Ray, can I go sit
and
on
I'm
his couch? I'm just
Oh
saying.
Lord.
and I'm my question though is and I'm
I
100
almost,
there.
I almost messed up some SEC rules. I was about to say something just now, but
Watch yourself now. Watch yourself. And you want me to come back and you keep wanting me to come back to
See,
this show.
that's the other
Okay.
thing. See, that's the beautiful thing. You get to that point to where you can literally. I know the owners of the resort personally.
That's
I've known
awesome.
these guys for 15 years. So,
That's
but
awesome.
I also built their Wi-Fi network also because I built computers and things of that nature. So I built their Wi-Fi network here at the resort.
But they know you. It's not the fact that you know them. It's that it's also a privilege that they know you. That is a good place to be. That's a good place to be.
we are winding down on our hour, guys.
Oh,
You
wow.
know, it doesn't seem like we have been on here.
I've been
for
having
that
a great
long.
time.
Good. I'm so
I can't
happy.
even ask my
Thank
question.
you so much. What
Oh,
was
yeah.
your question, GQ?
My question goes, do you think, just personal opinion, my personal opinion, I'll let you know after, I think money can, or what you can buy with money buys happiness, and that the love of money is not the root of all evil. What are your thoughts about those two statements? That money can't buy
When they say
happiness,
the money,
and the root of all money is
when they say that the money is the root of all evil. The money
right.
is not the root of all evil. The worship of money is the root of all evil. Is what I honestly believe. In a nutshell, it's not the root of all evil. And money cannot buy happiness, but I tell you this, money can go ahead and take away a lot of issues. It can solve issues. That's what it can do. But it can't buy you happiness.
Okay.
So,
exactly.
No, it cannot buy you it cannot buy you happiness. But like I stated, it cannot buy you happiness, but it will take care of some issues. Put it this way: if you don't have money and your car breaks down, you got an issue.
Right.
If your car breaks down and you have money, are you happier because of the fact now you don't have the issue? You can get it fixed. It's just
exactly.
a little bit.
The thing is that money, we keep on saying about money. The money itself is like Cecil said, does not buy you happiness. Money is a tool. If you need to hammer a nail into wood, you will get the appropriate tool, which is a hammer. If you got to slam your hand into the nail to get it into wood, you know what I'm saying? You hurting yourself in order to achieve a task that got to be achieved anyway. Money is just a tool to achieve the task that we need to. You can't pay for your light bill in hopes. You know what I'm saying? In grass these days, in sheep.
In
you
hugs.
have to pay in money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't
Ain't
work that way.
taking kids. No, I'm joking, not kids. But ain't nobody taking, you know what I'm saying?
But they are taking cash and crypto.
Yes, they
are. You know
are.
what I mean? Cash and crypto. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So money is absolutely a tool, and if we could kind of look at it that way, whether we're giving it out or receiving it, you know what I'm saying? And do so and see that we absolutely need it in order to do the things that we want to do in life. That in no way
it's a nice circle too, Ray, because you have to give it to receive it.
Right.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
And then also too, if it's a tool, a good chef never comes to the kitchen with rusty knives. They take care of their tools. So they're cleaning them, they're polishing them, when they're not in use, and they have respect for it. We don't have respect for our money when it's not in use, and we're always complaining about what we don't have versus recognizing the power of what we already do have. And it's not intended
that's
for
what
you
I teach, Yana. I'm glad you stated that because honestly, that is the biggest thing that I do teach is how to leverage your cash. Get your money to work for you. You only got so much time in a day. You can only go ahead and make so much money in a week if they're paying you hourly. Go ahead and do what you got to go ahead and do and go ahead and get to work, but get your money to start working for you. Then you buy your time back, and time is precious. It's invaluable.
Oh yeah.
You can't get it back.
Absolutely. As we wind down, I always ask the question, Cecil, given the platform, let's say everybody in the world gets an opportunity to see you and hear you and see this exchange. What are some thoughts that you want to leave the world with? You want to leave others with some positive thoughts, words to live by, just things you want to put out there into the universe.
Honestly, I'll go ahead and say I did go ahead and write something for you, but honestly, to tell you the truth, it's look out for each other. Okay, treat every single person the same way that you want to be treated. Period. Okay, that's number one. Other than that, is life literally is shorter than you think. When tomorrow is never promised. A lot of people that go out and walk around all day, every day, like they got tomorrow promised, but they tell you that tomorrow's not promised. So life is already shorter than you think when tomorrow's not promised. So charge like a rhino. Anybody ever seen a rhino out there in Africa? Okay, you go ahead and see them on TV. Make them walk on a target. They do not stop until they hit that goal. People run, terrified, petrified. So charge like a rhino. Focus on your goals until they are achieved. Do not quit. Never quit. Focus on your goals and go ahead and actually keep charging like a rhino until they're achieved. Never give up on your dreams, because your dreams are the footsteps of your goals. A lot of people do go ahead and tell you, oh, you're in dreamland, you're daydreaming. Daydream on. Those are the footsteps to your goals.
For sure. Cecil, thank you so much.
That was awesome.
I appreciate you coming out and doing this evening. Like I said before,
Thank you.
Because you have been a guest here, please feel free to join in. We are here just about every Friday night at 8 o'clock, at Friday o'clock, right?
Friday o'clock.
And we welcome you. We welcome previous guests and new guests to come on. If there's someone that you would like to recommend to come on the show, I say tell them about your awesome experience and have them.
You know I will.
Hey, come on, right? Like I said, this show is really just about getting to know someone. It doesn't matter what it is they do, how they do it, their bank account, right?
Right. They're real people. They're real people.
Us just meeting someone new. So absolutely, I always say that I am so grateful and so thankful, because you could have been any place. You could have been still out there catching them big fish. You understand? Right. But you decided to take this time and come and hang out with us. So
yes, I
am so pleased.
And I definitely just so glad that you were able to do this. And please say your phone number, email address, whatever contact information that you have, and how people can contact you. So that's on here. And also, as we share this video, either later tonight or tomorrow, I'll tag you with all the information.
All right. So absolutely, you guys can reach me anytime. My name is Ceciel Lumpkins II. You can reach me at Chosen, that's CHOZ as in zebra, EN, at chosenfew.ws. And Chosen is still also spelled with a Z. So it's CHOZEN at CHOZENFEW.ws. Okay.
Yes.
That's the email address. Chosen Few has been me forever. Okay. You can always reach me also at 810-640-5487. My direct cell phone number, because I don't hide from anybody, is 494-1241. You reach me directly and ask me any questions that you need. I'm always available.
I'm gonna go back and replay this so I can get all that down there.
For sure. Let me
he said he didn't hide
and get off the recording. And so you guys have been listening to WRULP Savannah, Georgia 107.5 FM WRUU.org. We are Savannah Sounding Community Radio with Global Soul.
Why is like always like a second behind? It just messes with my what is he saying?
It's not me, it's him. He's sitting there trying to look deeply into my eyes over the phone.
Ray, you ain't got to entertain that. This she asking questions ain't got nothing to do with her. Don't entertain her. This is between you and I.
First of all, if I ask a question, you gonna answer it. That's
I don't
what's
answer questions.
You
Not
just
to
did.
Gemini.
It's Gemini season.
I didn't ask. I ain't asked the question.
I just want to thank you guys
Yeah,
for
welcome.
wonderful.
So like, y'all don't know nobody like us. Tell your friends about us. Yeah, I got some people that
I'm
in
sorry.
Georgia.
I'm sorry. If you tell us about us, please don't tell them that we're crazy. They may not want to talk to us.
Tell them I'm crazy. That's what they need. They need to know I'm crazy. I let that be my first sentence. I'm crazy.
We
People
do
like, what you
have
mean,
some
huh?
etiquette sometimes. We do know how to act in public. We just in
They don't. They
location.
don't. They
No,
don't.
she don't. I know how to act.
They don't. They do
I mean, no matter.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, no matter where I'm go. I mean, no matter where
Yes.
I go. I mean, you can take me anywhere, but you
Whatever,
might not want to take
Leo.
me everywhere. You
I
can
can
take
tell
me
you,
anywhere, but you might not want to take me
teary-eyed
everywhere.
through the whole show.
Oh my God.
The whole
This is
show.
real. This is real. This is real conversation though. That's the problem. We don't even have a script. I could see if it was scripted. But I just talk to him like that anyway.
You know, the cancer in me is like, you know what? We should have a script. Next week we'll have a script.
No.
And they still ain't gonna follow my doggone script. They gonna have
No,
me
then I'm not gonna do that.
No,
I'm not gonna do the show.
A script?
I'm not gonna do the show.
You're not gonna do
No. You got look, I mean, we're like in order.
There's
We
no
got a
place
Gemini,
go
a Cancer,
where
and a
you'll get
Leo.
top dollar like you get here.
I will
Unless
forget
That's
my
the reason
lines will
It's
get all
the
messed
reason
up.
I'm not an actor. I don't act. I do improv for a reason.
Right. You and Carmax will be up here because I
That's
won't even remember my lines.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, though. We appreciate
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And like I said, please feel free to come in and do this any Friday night that you see us on. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much.
Exactly. Right. I'm gonna make sure this is live too on YouTube. I appreciate you too.
All right, y'all. Good night, y'all.
I already stopped recording.
But it's on live though. It's on YouTube. It say live on YouTube up there.
Okay. Thank you. I'm so glad that you got that and you put that on the record on YouTube. I appreciate you.
Hey, love you guys. As I said, God bless you.
Love you.
Guys are doing. I love it.
Talk to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Talk to you soon. Bye, you guys.
Bye-bye.
Y'all know happy birthday. I know you still celebrating.
Yes.
Little dog
Sleep.
I know. Sleeping.
Exactly. All right, gonna get off now. Gonna get off now, young. Gonna get off now, young.
Well, they see listen, let me go ahead and get off that dog.
Bye, Ray. Bye.
Bye, y'all.